What if ChatGPT is about to drop the biggest AI update of the entire year next month, and almost nobody is actually ready for it? What if OpenAI researchers are already using it in secret right now behind closed doors, while the rest of us are still figuring out the last update? Why are there mysterious code names showing up in their internal logs? And why is every single person in the AI world suddenly whispering about June? Stick around, because I'm breaking down every leak about GPT 5.6 that just hit the internet. I'll show you exactly what's real, what's hype, what's confirmed, and what this all means for you starting today. Let me just say up front, the speed at which this stuff is moving right now is genuinely insane. Only 3 weeks ago, GPT 5.5 dropped. People were still figuring out what it could do. Half the tutorials on YouTube haven't even caught up yet. And now leaks are already showing GPT 5.6 quietly popping up inside OpenAI's own systems. That's the world we live in. Blink and you miss a model. This is what actually happened, and this is the wild part. A researcher named Hyder was digging through OpenAI's Codex backend logs. Codex, if you don't know, is OpenAI's coding tool that runs in the background of a lot of their developer products. While going through those logs, he spotted one single line in the rollout mapping pointing to GPT 5.6, not 5.5. Then that line vanished from the later session files like someone realized it shouldn't have been there. That one line is huge. It means GPT 5.6 is no longer just a rumor floating around Twitter. It exists. It's running. It's being tested with real user traffic right now as we speak. The technical term for this is canary testing. A small slice of real requests gets quietly routed to the new model, so OpenAI can see how it performs in the wild before they announce anything. And here's the kicker, this is the exact same quiet rollout pattern OpenAI used right before GPT 5.5 launched. So if history repeats itself, we're not far off. So what is GPT 5.6 actually going to be? Let me give you the real leak-to-go tales, not the made-up speculation flooding your feed. First, the internal testing tags. 3 code names have shown up during development: Iris Alpha, Ember Alpha, and Beacon Alpha. That points to OpenAI testing multiple versions of GPT 5.6 in parallel. We might not just be getting one model, we might be getting a whole family of them, each tuned for a specific kind of task. Second, the leaks point to 2 main public models, GPT 5.6 and GPT 5.6 Pro. The Pro version sounds like the heavy hitter, the one built for the really hard stuff. Deep reasoning, agentic workflows, the kind of work where the AI doesn't just answer one question and call it a day. It tackles an entire project from start to finish without needing your hand on the wheel. Third, and this is the spicy part, OpenAI researchers have reportedly hinted that an internal model in this generation is already being used as their daily driver. We're talking debugging, technical problem solving, real engineering work. If the people who actually build ChatGPT are using it internally that heavily, that tells you something about how ready it is. Let me tell you what GPT 5.6 is actually built for, based on every leak pieced together. The 3 big focus areas are these. Number 1, way better multi-step reasoning. The model can plan, think, check its own work, and keep going without getting lost halfway through a complex task. This is the thing that breaks every current AI model. You give it a job with 5 steps, it nails the first 2, then forgets what you asked for. GPT 5.6 is supposed to fix that. Number 2, much better agentic workflows. You give it a goal, and it figures out the steps and runs them for you. Not here's what you should do, actually doing it. Number 3, improved front-end generation. If you ask it to build a website, a landing page, or an app interface, the result actually looks polished and functions properly. No more janky-looking AI-generated buttons that don't work. Let me give you a real example of why this matters in practice. Picture using GPT 5.6 to map out a full content series for your business. You hand it a list of topics your audience is already asking about, and it drafts scripts, hooks, captions, and thumbnails in one single prompt. Or imagine using GPT 5.6 Pro to build out the entire onboarding flow for a new customer. You ask it to plan the first welcome email, the first call prep, and the first set of resources, all from one prompt. That's not theoretical anymore. That's about to be standard. Now here's what makes the timing absolutely wild. GPT 5.6 is expected in June, but it isn't coming alone. Claude Sonnet 4.8 is expected in June. Gemini 3.5 Pro is expected in June. Gemini 3.5 Pro is expected in June. 3 of the biggest AI models on the entire planet, all dropping in the same month. June 2026 is shaping up to be a full-on AI festival. That's not hype, that's literally just what the calendar looks like, and most people are going to miss the whole thing. They'll see one update post on social, hit the like button, scroll past, and move on with their day. The people who actually pay attention right now, who set up their tools, learn the prompts, get ready before the launch, those are the ones who win the second these models go live. Because the moment GPT 5.6 hits, every single workflow you've built around 5.5 gets faster, smarter, and more capable overnight, but only if you know how to plug it in. Let me put this in context for a second so you can see where this is heading. Think back to GPT-4. When it came out, people were genuinely impressed. It could write a decent email, maybe a half-decent blog post. Then GPT-5 dropped, and suddenly you could hand it a whole project and get something actually useful back. Then 5.4 came along, then 5.5. Each one got better at coding, better at reasoning, better at using tools on its own without needing constant babysitting. GPT 5.5 right now sits at over 1 million tokens of context window through the API. That means you can drop in massive documents, entire books, full code bases, and it actually remembers what's in them. It also posts some of the strongest coding benchmark scores we've ever seen on Terminal Bench, which is one of the toughest coding tests out there. Numbers that would have sounded like pure science fiction just 2 years ago. GPT 5.6 is expected to push past that with more reasoning, better planning, and much better error recovery when something goes wrong mid-task. Some early developer probes have even pointed to a context window stretching past 1.5 million tokens, though that hasn't been officially confirmed. That last part, the error recovery, is underrated. Most AI tools today fall apart the second they hit an error. GPT 5.6 is reportedly built to recognize the error, adjust, and keep moving. That's a massive deal for anyone using AI for real production work. So who actually needs GPT 5.6? Honestly, almost everyone working with AI in any serious way. If you do any kind of coding, this is for you. The agentic workflow improvements alone are worth paying attention to. You'll be able to hand the model a project, walk away, grab lunch, and come back to actual working code. If you create content, this matters too. Better reasoning means better drafts. Better planning means longer pieces that actually hold together from intro to outro. Better front-end generation means you can spin up landing pages, simple tools, and microsites without ever needing a developer. And if you run any workflow that involves multiple steps, research, automation, data processing, customer outreach, GPT 5.6 is built for exactly that. The whole point of this upgrade is doing more steps in a row without losing track of the original goal. That's the dream for anyone who's watched an AI confidently go completely off the rails halfway through a project. One more thing before we wrap up. There's something the leak coverage isn't really hyping, but you should genuinely care about. The same researcher who found the GPT 5.6 entry in the Codex logs also noted that OpenAI just published a long post-mortem about a strange behavior issue in GPT 5.5. They had to patch it after launch with system prompts to keep it stable. GPT 5.6 is likely the first model trained with a new audit pipeline designed to catch and fix that whole class of problems before launch instead of after. That's unglamorous behind-the-scenes work. It's not the kind of thing that gets a flashy demo at a keynote, but it's the exact kind of work that makes a model way more reliable in production. So expect 5.6 to feel more stable, not just more capable. That's a quiet upgrade that matters more than the headlines suggest. Alright, let me wrap this up. GPT 5.6 is coming. The leaks are confirmed. The internal testing is happening right now. And it's about to land in the most stacked AI month we've ever seen, with Claude Sonnet 4.8 and Gemini 3.5 Pro dropping alongside it. June is going to be loud, and the people who prepare now are the ones who win. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the launch coverage, and drop a comment telling me which feature you're most excited about. Are you team agentic workflows, team coding, team front-end generation? Let me know down below. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the next one.